Welcome to the Catch Fitness 20-Week Challenge Awards for 2018. Prepare to be inspired as we announce the winners, finalists, finishers, and rock stars of over 20 categories, celebrating their gains in strength, flexibility, balance, and cardiovascular fitness, celebrating their improvements to their posture, their body fat levels, muscle mass, to the changes in their lifestyle habits that have led to a better sleep, less stress, and more energy. And we celebrate the courageous efforts of entrants working around their injuries and illnesses, taking on new adventures and leaping out of their comfort zone. For those that are watching this that have no idea what the 20-week challenge is, or for those entrants who may be underplaying all they have achieved, know that this challenge is a tough gig. It's got to be the longest health and fitness challenge in the world. It's run over winter when people are least motivated to get out and train. And while there are 25 categories that entrants can choose between, there is no weight loss category. We've got a category for those that want to train with their pets, that want to be able to touch their toes or walk on a tightrope, to lift heavy stuff, run fast or walk further, learn to swim or conquer their back pain, but there is no weight loss category. Now, it's not that that's not an awesome achievement, because it is, and you'll certainly hear us patting people on the back for it, but that's because it's a fringe benefit of being healthy and fit. And so that's where we challenge entrants to set their goals. Each week for the 20 weeks, we send a chapter out of the winner's guide to all the entrants, which includes the details of many challenges that weren't so many, like doing a full Ironman, trying new foods, doing new activities, joining up with others to go and chop wood or dance or help them if they're in need of some physical assistance. Every entrant also committed to seeing an official verifier in person for fitness testing at the start and at the end of the challenge, like a RIPS registered professional, an exercise physiologist or a physiotherapist. Along the way, they also needed to check in with them at least twice more, or they could visit another qualified health and wellness professional, such as a dietitian, a podiatrist, or a counsellor. And the reason being is that they are more likely to cross the finish line improved, more informed, and uninjured if they do. So all in all, it is not the most enticing challenge to sign up to, let alone complete it. It's just not the 4 weeks to a bikini body, do 100 crunches every day type of an app challenge. And for that reason, just stepping over the start line, putting your hand up to do it, it's a worthy achievement. And let's get real, that usually means that the entrant's family, their friends, and maybe even their work colleagues have had to kind of step over that start line too. They've had to support the entrants in all sorts of different ways and make all sorts of compromises. Add to all of that the inevitable things that will happen over 20 weeks. This year, like every other year, people got ill and injured. They lost jobs and they lost loved ones. They moved house, they changed careers, some got married, some got divorced. They went on holidays, had babies, and a whole lot more. But for the most part, they made it to the finish line. So congrats first up to everyone who stepped over the start line, entrants, their friends, family, workmates, their personal trainers, and their health affiliates. Anyone who was part of that entrance team or their support crew. Over the next few nights, you'll hear us announce this year's winners and finalists and share some stories from their journeys. And if your name gets read out, please know we don't make these awards lightly. And even if you think you could have done better, believe us when we say you did an awesome job, and own that. And if you don't hear your name get called out, know that that doesn't mean you're not in the best shape of your life and that you didn't do your absolute best. Not winning one of these awards doesn't change any of that. So let's buckle up and get this show on the road. Our youth category supports and rewards our young entrants in establishing healthy habits and a positive, empowering body image attitude. We commend the families, friends, and personal trainers involved in this category for your educational and supportive role of helping these young adults. Our 2018 youth winner. They went from doing 21 push-ups on their knees to 31 full ones. Over 1 month, they completed an Ironman distance of some 4 kilometres swimming, over 180 kilometres of cycling, and over 40 kilometres of walking. They improved on their strength tests, cardiovascular fitness tests, flexibility and balance tests. This is their second year doing the challenge and their second year at taking out this award. Her trainer's name is Ainsley Burton and her name is Emily White. Emily told us, during the 20-week challenge, I've had to learn to balance my exam study, exercise and social life. I did at least 10 minutes of movement every day. I cycled from Springfield to Darfield, 24.5 kilometres, 6 times. I've made more snacks rather than buying them, and I'm having more variety in my meals. And by doing all of this, I have also influenced my family. Her PT, Ainsley, told us, Emily has made changes to her lifestyle that will continue to improve and have an influence on the rest of her life. She has learned to prioritise study, exercise, good nutrition, and incorporate her friends, family and hobbies. Ainsley said she has found Emily to be an excellent role model and a motivating and encouraging member of her client team. The cardiovascular category is for people who wanted to improve their heart-lung fitness. Maybe they wanted to get out and walk more, or go from being a walker to a runner, to be able to cycle happily up hills, or just not to puff going up the stairs. When judging the cardiovascular category, we take into account, where possible, resting and post-exercise recovery heart rates, blood pressure, and maximal oxygen consumption. We look to improvements in workout intensity and duration, as well as abdominal measurements and visceral fat levels, all of which relate to cardiovascular health. First up, to our male finalists. And the winner, trained by Chantel Lindsay, is Andrew Gardner. Andrew knocked some 13 minutes off his 13-kilometre bike time, almost a minute off his 2-kilometre row time, bringing it down to a speedy 8 minutes 45 seconds, and he dropped almost 10% in body fat. Andrew reduced his metabolic age from 55 years old to 39 years young. His recovering resting heart rate dropped by almost 10 beats per minute, and his weight went down by 11 kilograms. He told us in his report, I went into the start of the 2018 20-week challenge disappointed about how I'd fallen off the wagon from what was a very successful 2017 20-week challenge for myself personally. 2 weeks off the gym at the end of it turned very quickly into 6 weeks off. Then the next thing, it's Christmas, New Year's, and an awesome holiday on the Gold Coast, and the 2018 20-week challenge was knocking on the door. This time the mission was finding a balance of gym workload, nutrition, and being able to maintain the results over summer so that at the start of the 2019 20-week challenge, I'll be able to focus on a different category. So our message to you, Andrew, is well done on getting back in the ring. And from reading your report, I think you're in a new place that doesn't want to slip back to a metabolic age of 55. And that you've got a great energized crew around you that are going to help you stay on track over Christmas and beyond in return for those endless smiles of yours. All the best, champ, and here's to seeing you in 2019. One of the tests used by many personal trainers for this category is the Harvard STEP test, which is a type of cardiac stress test for detecting and diagnosing cardiovascular disease. It's also a good measurement of fitness and a person's ability to recover after strenuous exercise. The more quickly the heart rate returns to resting, the better the shape the person is in. And in the 3 heart rate recovery tests our winner did, including the Harvard STEP test, as well as a 12-minute run test and a 2-kilometre rower test, this lady recovered faster and faster. Trained by personal trainer Zoe Bailey, the female winner of the cardiovascular category for 2018 is Kerry Jenkinson. Apart from the fabulous improvements in the recovery resting heart rate test, Kerry also went from running 2.5 kilometres in 17 minutes 30 seconds to doing it in 14 minutes and 7 seconds. When she started, she went to do a 5-kilometre run and she didn't even make it 3.5 kilometres, and she did that in 40 minutes. By the end of the challenge, she was running the whole 5 kilometres in 33 minutes 4 seconds. Also relevant to cardio health, Kerry's waist circumference went from 100 centimetres to 91.2 centimetres. Her visceral fat levels dropped and her weight went down by more than 5 kilograms. Kerry also entered the abdominal category, and it's fair to say she did pretty awesome in it, which is probably also why she excelled in the cardio category. She explained in her report, "I feel that I've got a whole lot stronger in my abdominal area. I now realise how much your core is used in all activities and how to activate it better doing all activities, from gym work to walking, biking and lifting. My back is a lot more supported now that my abdominals are stronger, and I don't get the backache doing the household chores or carrying the children like I used to." Her personal trainer Zoe said, "I have been inspired by your determination to complete this challenge. At times you've wanted to quit, but you have carried on. You are a strong woman in body and mind. You have completed many 5-kilometre runs which you never thought you would do. I think you're a beautiful person inside and out. Have faith in yourself, my friend. You are awesome."
What's been the highlight of the challenge for you?
The main highlight is that I can achieve things when I put my mind to it. I never thought that I'd be able to run 5Ks without stopping, but I did in August this year, so I'm carrying on, and I've entered a 10K race now, so I can do it when I set my mind to it.
You definitely can. You definitely can. What about your biggest hurdle along the way?
My biggest hurdle is my brain telling me that I can't do things, so I'm learning to quieten that voice and use my inner positive voice.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and I just think you've done fantastic. I'm really, really proud of you. It was great having you on my team, and I just wish you all the luck and keep being awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a category for entrants who are already fit. They know how to look after themselves and how to train well. Their goals are usually around doing longer distances and better times. Firstly, to the female winner. This is her 3rd year of doing the 20-week challenge. When she joined us in her first year, she had just started running a few kilometres, and that year she won the Courage My Love award for her courageous efforts before and during the challenge. She now regularly runs 20 kilometres or more. Her personal trainer is Julie Doak and the entrant is Sarah Watts. Among other achievements, Sarah scraped almost 5 minutes off her 10-kilometre time, getting it down to a very respectable run of 54 minutes 34 seconds. She regularly posts on our Facebook page with maps of her very long runs, often on cold and wet days, and more recently at night up and around the hills. She is a huge supporter of other entrants, regularly cheering them on from the sidelines, and even met up with at least one other entrant that we know of that she met only via our Facebook page to tackle a high ropes course together. Julie, her personal trainer, said, "Sarah has done really well with her training. She has pushed hard when she needed to and pulled back when she was unwell, which is a big step in the right direction to a healthier Sarah." Sarah said in her report, "I am always grateful for the opportunity to compete in the 20-week challenge. I had a few extra challenges with injuries this year and haven't achieved everything I would have liked to have, but I've had fun. Never give up, she said. Get up, get dressed, give it your all. You only live once. And now to the male winner of the ultra category. The male winner told us, since commencing the challenge, I've been able to build on a good fitness base to improve my stamina for competing in long distance events. And we couldn't agree more. His personal trainer's name is Chantel Lindsay and his name is Craig Coots. Craig has wiped off more than 2 minutes from his 10-kilometre rower time and has gone from doing 47 kilometres on a mountain bike to 101 kilometres with an elevation of 1,722 metres. He's gone from doing a healthy 14-kilometre run to doing 40-kilometre runs. Chantel told us, I'm very proud of his results. He learnt to kayak, snow ski, and he's also tackled long challenges such as the Old Ghost Road and 100 kilometres of single track on a mountain bike. He trains hard in the gym. He works a very stressful, long-hour job, but has time for his family and has also just entered Godzone, working towards that massive goal for March. Well done, Craig.